Okay, so we'll continue from the previous video. Actually, we have to pause because of the volume. So we continue. As I was saying, we want to look at the other fraction charts for same denominators. We have seen the first one, how to order the fractions for the same numerator. So what are we saying here? Now I said now having this fraction chart. Now someone came and shaded one of these spaces. Remember, we have how many spaces here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So someone came and shaded 1 out of 4. Okay, 1 out of 4 is shaded. Then someone else came and shaded 2 out of 4. So this is 2 out of 4. And we ask, who shaded the more? Who shaded the more? You see that the one that shaded 2 out of 4 did much work than the one that did 1 out of 4. Now someone else came and did shaded 3 out of 4. 3 out of 4, this is 3 out of 4. And we ask, who shaded the more? Now the person that did 3 out of 4 did more than every other person. Then if someone should come and shade the entire 4 boxes, this is 4 out of 4. And you know that 4 out of 4 is one whole. 4 out of 4 is just one whole. So that means, what are we saying here? That 3 out of 4 is bigger. Don't forget this sign is the greater than sign. Is bigger than 2 out of 4. And 2 out of 4 is now bigger than what? 1 out of 4. Now what is this telling us? Same denominators. You can see? Same denominators. So when they have a fraction have the same denominator, the fraction that have the highest or the biggest numerator is the biggest fraction. Now in the previous video I told you that when they have the same numerator, the fraction with the smallest denominator is the one with the what? With the biggest fraction. And I told us that how do we know? I use the scenario of a pizza. Now, but this, let's take for instance in a test. Somebody got 3 out of 4 and someone got 2 out of 4. Who scored the more? Who scored the most? It is 3 out of 4. In an exam, somebody who scored 2 out of 4 scored more than someone that had 1 out of 4. Isn't it? So that means here, if I have 6 over 8 and I have 5 over 8, same denominator. What are we saying? 6 out of 8 is more than what? Is more than 5 out of 8. Now, but don't forget in the previous video that if I have 3 out of 5 and I have 3 out of 6, this is the same numerator. The same numerator. What are we saying? 3 pizzas for 5 people. 3 pizzas for 6. Who eats more? 3 pizzas for 5. So 3 over 5 is bigger than 3 over 6. Now, having seen same denominator and same numerator, somebody will want to ask, okay, what about when we have different numerator and different denominators? How do we identify which of the fractions or is bigger? Now take note, I've given you when they have the same denominator. The one with the biggest numerator is the biggest fraction. Now let us see. I will show you something now. When we talk about different denominator and different numerator. Now, there's a question here that says, which is bigger? I said, which is bigger? Which is bigger? Is it 1 over 2 or 3 over 5? Which is bigger? Somebody might want to guess, oh, I think 3 over 5 is bigger. We cannot tell. But what do we do? I will just give you a trick. I give the children this trick. Now this is 1 over 2, and I have 3 over 5. What do you do? Use this denominator. Multiply the 3, multiply the 5. This denominator, 2, multiply the 3. So times this by 2, you have 6 over, then times this by the same 2, you have what? 10. You have 10. So you have 6 over 10. Right? Now, what do you do with this? Use this same 5, multiply this same 5, multiply this. So times 5, then times 5. Now, what do we have? 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is what? 10. Remember, this is what? 6 over 10. Now, what do? We have succeeded in putting them on the same denominator. So what are we saying? 5 over 10 and 6 over 10. Which is bigger? 6 over 10 is bigger. That means 5 over 10 is what? Is less. Now, if 5 over 10 is less, that means 1 over 2 is less than 3 over 5. Because 5 over 10 was gotten from 1 over 2. I hope this will help the children to order fractions appropriately, to order fractions correctly, both those with the same numerator and those with the same denominator. There's another question here. I want to give just one more question before we wrap up the video. Which one is bigger here? I have 3 over 7, or I have 4 over 9. Don't forget, like I said, use your 9. Multiply this 3, your 9 multiply this 7. So that means times 9, then times 9. Use your 7, multiply this 4. Times 7, this 7 again times this, times 7. So 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 7 is 63. 7 times 4 is what? 28. 7 times 9 is 63. 27 out of 63, 28 out of 63. What are we saying? 27 out of 63 is less than 28. That means 3 over 7 is less than 4 over 9. I hope this will help some of our children to order fractions correctly. Watch out for more videos. Thank you.